Everyone, it's time to start. This event will be in English as almost any other event. Actually, the previous one wasn't in English, and I'm so sorry that we didn't do it in English because now I cannot find someone to put subtitles to the English subtitles on the video, and yeah. But yes, this is the 43rd meetup that we are having, and as usual, we are starting with Ivan, who will be presenting the most exciting news as voted by the crypto community for this month.
Thanks. As per usual, we picked the top 3 things that you guys and ladies and gentlemen voted to be interesting this month. So we're talking about Libra, China, and the SEC. I would say those are relatively common themes over the past few months. So starting with Libra, they had their inauguration on 14th of October in Switzerland, and in the run-up to that, they've lost about a quarter of their founding members. For some context, the concept of Libra is to create a blockchain-based permissioned payment network that's going to be like in-app currency in the messenger, and they'll just roll it out to 1 billion users globally, which sounds pretty cool. But there's a lot of concerns from regulators, central banks around the globe. Allegedly, that pressure led to founding members leaving, but the official statement is they have a ton of companies that want to join, and they have about 180 that cover their minimum requirements. So there are a lot of applicants to fill those spots. China, again. So this time, Xi Jinping said that China should seize the opportunity that blockchain technology presents. Somehow that made the news. That resulted in a pump as well. Some companies changed their name to include blockchain, including like a company that produces tea bags. And the inclusion of blockchain resulted in a 40% stock appreciation in one day. Xi made similar statements like a year and a half ago, and I put the meme here because they always like block and ban Bitcoin and all that. The darker side of this is that it's the most oppressive government globally at the moment, and the traceability of money on chain has some implications that they might take advantage of it. So I'm actually more scared than happy about China taking the leadership in blockchain. And Telegram's 1.7 billion ICO being halted by the SEC. This is the second biggest offering ever in the space. Some guys did something similar. You probably heard of EOS. They did 4.2 billion in 2017 and got away with only 24 million fee. So timing is important. Something that really stupid that I found out Telegram did was they literally had in a pitch deck to a US investor saying that the token can generate between 0 and 50 times return, value appreciation, whatever. So yeah, and also another mistake that they did was that actually the people that did the fundraising sought listing. And the popular narrative is that the community seeks the listing, and like a lot of projects try to work around directly speaking with exchanges. They didn't do that. So now they've been subpoenaed, and everything is halted. Those are like the 3 big things this month. I'm going to hand it to Stoyan now to talk about Evedo and other big things.
But first, we just have these two graphs showing the price of Bitcoin, and see there it's going up a little bit, and then we have Ethereum. This is the price of Bitcoin on each of the events that we have done since 2016, and this is the same graph for Ethereum. So yeah, this is what's happening. It's always very funny, but it's really, I'm not sure how this happened, but it's just perfect. I mean, it's just literally 5 fingers, so I don't know how it happened. But now I give the word to Stoyan with his presentation on disrupting the event industry with blockchain.
Thank you. Thank you. I use this microphone because of the video recording. My name is Stoyan Angelov, and I'm really happy to see all of you here in this traffic outside, and it's 7 o'clock p.m. after a very hard working day, I'm sure, for all of you. But I'm really happy to see Bitcoin enthusiasts and blockchain enthusiasts in this bearish market. And first, I want to share some information that actually nowadays, like, we're attending a lot of events. For example, last 1 month we were in 5 events, me and my team, and actually all the people that are going to these events are really believers of the technology and not the hypers that we saw everywhere like a year and a half ago. And the people that we met in this kind of events are really relevant and really people that we have a real discussion about the blockchain and the implementation of the blockchain technology and the problems that we face every day. And I'm really happy to see you here, guys, because after that we will have time also to speak more in person. Before I start my presentation, first I want to check how many of you heard something about Fire Festival? Maybe we can check with the hands. Okay, perfect. That was what I expect. And first I will play one video for you guys, for all of you that never heard about Fire Festival, but also for those of you that yeah. Okay, just a moment. And let's watch first this 2 minutes trailer.
These guys are either completely full of shit or they're the smartest guys in the room.
And now,
grab the clock, go sleep.
But he's like, bring more work, let's keep more work. Every single day you got more kids.
He just would not take no for an answer. And he just kept pulling money in somehow.
Desperate people do desperate things.
He was lying to investors, making it seem like we were making a ton of money when we weren't.
I mean, that's the problem. We need to get the messaging out now that this is not a luxury music festival.
Oh my God.
There's mattresses all over the place getting soaked.
Save yourself from a kick in. It's a free-for-all. It became this looting mentality.
There's every law, they're pissed off and want their money.
Powerful models for this festival. More to make sure Jesus doesn't bring down the festival. They just couldn't visit with pitch back and people on there.
The event's co-founder is facing up to 20 years in prison.
If you had thousands of dollars to go on a trip to see Blink 182, that's on you. That's Darwinism at its finest.
I'll be the biggest event ever, I promise.
I'll be there.
It was a video that I played to you guys because this is a trailer of the Netflix series of a real, that's not a movie. This is a real situation and a real event that never happened. And this is a kind of inspiration for us as a project, Evedo, to solve the problems for the event organizers when they start organizing something like I hope not something like this, but festivals, concerts, any kind of events, even a meetup like the one that we attend now. And now I'll play another one video before I start scrolling the slides, because you understand what we are doing after the trailer that we just watched here.
Perfect. Worth a whopping $150+ billion and is expected to grow to $1 trillion by the end of 2020. So imagine if we could actually make it perfect, or at least close to it. Organizing any size of event today involves a ton of coordination handled separately between venues, performers, sponsors, partnerships, rentals, ticket resellers, and all the different software programs involved. This leads to a lot of mistakes, wasted time and money, trust issues, and often some of the people involved end up upset and frustrated. Enter Evedo. Evedo is a blockchain-based solution that brings together everybody involved in organizing, sponsoring, running, and attending an event. It utilizes the innovative smart contracts technology to ensure speed, transparency, and security. That way, the money is kept safe until all terms are met and everybody is satisfied and paid on time. Organizing an event or crowdfunding it is as easy as booking an available venue and performers in our B2B marketplace and selling the tickets in our B2C marketplace. They're all user-friendly, fast, and constantly expanding. Of course, everything is connected to the outer world via social networks and other marketing tools to help your event reach the right people. No more ticket fraud, no more he said, she said, no more coordinating venues, performers, and managers in a million different places. Here it is, all in one place. Evedo's ecosystem for event handling. And as a bonus, we are reducing significantly all the taxes and fees in the process by cutting out the unnecessary middleman. Evedo, events done better. Running small or big events doesn't have to be time-consuming or complicated. Be a part of the revolution, or Eventolution. You can make this industry that we're all a part of flourish and get some value in return.
Yes.
And that was our explainer video that actually we produced year and 3 months, a year, 1 year and 3 months ago, and we presented in front of a lot of people worldwide, and they understand what we are actually doing. But I will explain now more in details. And just a moment. Okay. And as you see on the on the first video, Fire Festival, the party that never happened. It's there are a lot of things that could go wrong in organizing any kind of event. Like the guys, they really organized the event actually, but first they set the wrong expectations in front of the people that that they present the event. Second, they sell tickets for $3,000-$5,000. Luxury tickets that you have some kind of luxury villas, all-inclusive, Moet champagne, everything. And at the end, they took a kind of dome with something. I really don't, I cannot explain it even. And also, they present their festival, like Blink-182 will perform on our festival, but actually they never appear, and they even never say that they are going to perform on this event. There is no approval, there is no single contract, there is nothing. And more than 10 other bands and musicians that the event organizer said that they will be here, they will play on our stage, but they don't even have a single agreement. The tickets, like all the tickets that these guys sold to, like I think 7,000 people or something like this. I'm not sure about the number, but they never received back their money. The venue that was promoted in front of the people, it was a venue that Actually, they said that this is the Pablo Escobar's island in the Bahamas. And at the end, it was a peninsula in some continental part of the continent, and it's Pablo Escobar never stepped there, you know, never owned this place, and like so many fraud, and how this kind of problems could be solved, how this kind of organization could be proved that it's true or not, because now I'm sure that after this festival, a lot of people will stop believing so much on the social media influencers, like people with 80 million followers posted a picture that, oh, we are going to this party, buy a ticket and everything. And at the end, everybody is fucked up. Sorry for the, we are not live. Yeah, and how we are going to solve this problem is, there's problems actually, it's not one problem. We face some major problems like the excessive fees of the tickets. Also there's a lot of referral fees that we can cut using the blockchain. Also the fraud, I just explained a lot of examples about how much fraud there is in the industry. And there is also a lot of inefficiency on the organizing of every event. Like if you're a professional and you have, let's say, 100 events on your background, maybe you can be very like on the event when there is some problem, you can react very fast and you can solve it and nobody will understand it. But most of the times, like if you don't prepare everything before the event, it's a kind of nightmare on the event. And with our platform, we are facing all these problems and we are gonna solve these problems with our solution. Our solution is a B2B marketplace and also a B2C marketplace. The B2B marketplace is a web platform that brings all together any kind of venues, any kind of performers, DJs, speakers for conferences, musicians, bands, any kind of performers, plus nightclubs, and I just mentioned venues like this even. Also we have brands, like a lot of brands want to find new events to sponsor, to bring a beer on the meetup, and etc. And rental companies. The rental companies are the companies that are coming to the event and building your stage, lighting, all kind of catering companies, security companies, all these businesses that are related with organization of a single event. We are bringing them all together in our B2B marketplace, and putting them on our platform. We will validate every. And we already start because the platform is live, okay? Yes, and we validate every organizer, every performer that this is the real person or the person that is official representative of this person. We don't want to cut for example, the manager of the DJ or the performer. But if some event organizer go to the platform and try to book a DJ for his birthday party or his festival or concert, he knows that he will find the right person to talk with, not some guy that knows the manager and in exchange of that takes 20% of the price at the end. And in this B2B marketplace, we are bringing them all together and we are giving them the opportunity to communicate to each other, also to exchange value on a smart way. Like with our platform, they will be able to pay to each other with smart contracts. And I'm giving an example, like a DJ is coming to perform to your club, for example, and he usually takes 20% in advance and 80% right after the event when he do his job. And dealing with the DJ, you are paying to him the money, let's say $1,000. He can use $200, 20% of that because you deal for that, and 80% of this money are locked in a smart contract between you, and when the time is done, like when the work is done, he receives the other money in his wallet. And that's a single example for how we will use the smart contracts on the B2B marketplace. It will be the same with, like, you're booking this venue to do events. Also, it's the same if you are a brand and you want to position yourself on this event. You have some conditions, you deal with the event organizer, and at the end, all this is locked in a smart contract, and when all terms are met, the money are proceeding further. And the other platform that we are building in parallel is our B2C marketplace, and it is a unique marketplace that will sell tickets with 0% commission. That means that usually now we have like all the ticketing systems like Eventbrite, Ticketmaster, and thousands other really great projects. Like, they are amazing businesses. Their business model is to take % of the ticket sales, and usually they are taking 5, 6, 7, 10, even 12% from the event organizer, only because they are giving them like a platform where to sell their tickets. And with our marketplace, we're disrupting this whole market because we have 0% commission, and the event organizer can sell his tickets for free. And he sells the tickets for free, but also imagine that the guys from Fire Festival, they were selling their tickets through our platform. They cannot touch this money and to do bullshit because they will be locked in a smart contract. Buying a single ticket is a smart contract between the event organizer and the attendant. And once the event is done, the event organizer can receive his funds on his wallet. And that's really important part of the disruption, because the event organizer can actually use this money, can use these tokens, but if he do some payments into the B2B marketplace, let's say he need to pay in advance to the company that is building the stage and the lightnings, he can use the tokens to pay into the B2B marketplace, but not to take out the money and put it in his pocket and disappear, like a lot of, like, millions of examples. Yeah, and how big is the market? As you see on the video before that, these are the official numbers for last year. The biggest stake is the ticketing business, like $500 billion is the official number of the ticket sales worldwide. Small, middle, big events. We have also event management softwares. Worldwide, the sponsors that are sponsoring festivals, concerts, and conferences, the number is $65 billion. The rental services are around $50 billion, and the artist bookings are around $200 billion. And these are official numbers, but there are a lot of bookings, for example, or rental services that are not official, and the number at the end is I'm sure that it's like almost twice. But the official numbers for 2020 is more than $1 trillion, the whole industry. That means that we're going to one really big industry, and our goal is to take a little cut from the beginning from this. Here you can see a lot of competitors that we have. Maybe the letters are too small, but we have like blockchain and non-blockchain competitors. And our blockchain competitors are like BlockTix, also good tickets. Most of the projects that are actually all of the projects that are based in a blockchain and they're facing this industry, they're ticket sales platforms. And there are a couple of really good projects actually that are, I'm not sure what they are doing now because they are not so active. But there are some good softwares for tickets. But I cannot see actually implementation and adoption. Maybe there is some reason. Maybe they are not working on everyday basis. I'm not sure. Also, our non-blockchain competitors, they are the projects like Eventbrite, like Ticketmaster. They are multi-billion-dollar companies that are growing every year, and we're going to disrupt them. And also, there are platforms like GetGigio, like GigMeet. These are platforms that are connecting artists with event organizers. Also, there are platforms that connect event rental companies with event organizers, and a lot of companies that are doing one part of our B2B marketplace. And we are doing, like we are bringing them all together, and that's why we are different. And it's for the first time somebody is doing this. I was surprised when I saw that when we do the deep research in the beginning of the project, like almost 2 years ago, that there is no such kind of platform. And there is no platform that brings all together these businesses. Maybe this will be interesting for you guys, because here we are on the crypto meetup, and we have a kind of diagram and logic how the token will works. Really important part of every crypto project and blockchain project is actually how this token will do his economics and how the people will use the token. Here is a small explanation that I will just face it like we have two kind of tokens. The volatile token, that is a VET token. Actually, it's already on CoinMarketCap. You can go and check it. Like six months ago, we executed the initial exchange offering, and that's how we fund our project. And also there's already some trading volumes, and the life of the token starts almost six months ago. But yeah, we have the EVET token that will be used for the ticket sales, and when the people buy tickets in our B2B marketplace, B2C marketplace, they will use the EVET token. Of course, we will do it like you can also pay with your credit or debit card, and we'll have internal exchange that is buying the tokens from the market and paying to the event organizer with the tokens. But when the tokens are in, like then they're locked in a smart contract, and then there is like time that they are locked, and when the event is done, we release the tokens to the event organizer, or if the event is canceled for some reason, the tokens are going back to the wallets of the attendees like immediately. Also, because there is a big problem in the industry, if we use only the volatile token, that is like, what if I'm booking an artist that costs, let's say, 100K, and in the moment that he needs to cash out his money, it's 30%, the price is 30% less. And the liquidity is a really big problem, and that's why we actually will implement a stable token. That will actually, the main reason of this token will be to create the smart contract and to use the escrow functionality of the token. And it's for the moment we don't have it existed, the VEDX token, which is the stable token, but we will start using coins like USDC, which allows smart contracts. And yeah, we can speak a lot about this after that in the in the Q&A session or in person after that. Really important part of every startup like ours is the team, and who is behind the project. As I told, I'm the CEO and the founder of the company. Here I'm with Anton, which is our Chief Creative Officer. Applauses, yo, these great visuals. And Elena, who is doing us live streaming now, but yes. And also we have another two co-founding members. Rick Graham, he is our CTO, and he is now in Bucharest in Romania because his visa expires and he needs to be there 3 months. But yeah, he's from Canada, and he's the guy behind the B2B and the B2C marketplace now. Also, Georgi Chisuse, which is our chief legal officer. He's doing all the legal work, and also he's in Las Vegas now for the blockchain week. And I hope that he will come back with some good news. Yeah. The advisory board, we have 17 advisors, really great people from all over the world. These are some of them. Like we have Yoni Younger, he is the director of Millennium Films. They own here New Buyana, and they're one of the biggest Hollywood companies. He's a good friend and also supporter of the project. On a monthly basis, we do some calls with him, and he connects us with really relevant people worldwide, actually. Saji is our advisor from the booking industry. He has one of the biggest companies worldwide for booking artists. He's focused on hip hop and R&B, and work with Beyonce, BB Rexa, Jay-Z, Eminem, and all these amazing performers. And he's an official booking manager of them. And actually, he gives us a lot of feedback about the B2B and how to structure the booking part. Jimmy Jeremejev, he's our friend that we actually met in Thailand. We were living 2 months there this year, 2 hot months in the winter. And he's a managing director of Lemon Bush. This is one of the biggest investment funds in China. And the co-owner of this fund is Neil Bush, the brother of George Bush. Yeah, something like this. And he's helping us for the Chinese market, and also now connecting us with a lot of relevant people from the event industry and also investors. And Nicky Alexandrov, my good friend, and also founder and CEO of Locktrip. Locktrip is a Bulgarian project also that is booking an Airbnb on a blockchain, and also they're doing their own blockchain now, which actually we will adopt. We have a partnership with them that we will be the first project to adopt their blockchain when they start their mainnet. And we're in really good synergy. Our communities, also the both projects, we have a lot of common points. Like, imagine Locktrip is a booking.com and Airbnb on a blockchain, and you're booking your, let's say, your trip for London for next month, and you receive suggestions for some cool events that will be around you in London. And also, you are going to our marketplace, buy a ticket for a concert in Berlin, and you receive some suggestions for hotels and apartments where to stay. And all this also backed by crypto. Yeah, we have, you can go and check actually our B2B and B2C marketplace. They're live in our website, evedo.co. You can go and click to take a look, to browse our platforms, and to see what we have. Of course, we are on alpha version. There are a lot of things on our web roadmap, but still we are achieving them step by step, and we are trying to be faster. But now we have real customers, real people from the industry that are registered in our platform, more than 500 now, and we're really happy that some people are approaching us. Like, I will give you an example. A producer from Romania. He is manager of 5 really big artists like Otilia. One of the songs of Otilia called Billionaire. It has like 250 million views in YouTube. And this kind of artists, they found our platform and they register by themselves in our platform, and that's a really good validation for us. Also, we launch affiliate program that we have around 50 people now worldwide that are they're bringing businesses to our B2B marketplace. We launched this affiliate program with the logic of we are giving lifetime revenue share from the turnover and from the profit of Evedo to people that knows people in the industry, and they're bringing them into our B2B marketplace. Of course, this is future profit because for the moment there is no real transactions still. But once we are there, like in 1, 2 years, 3 years, 5 years, I mean that there will be a passive income for the affiliators that helps us now in this very early stage. And our goal is to, until the end of Q1 next year, to have 1,000 affiliators worldwide, and that's how we will solve the chicken egg problem in the beginning, because it's a big problem to bring all these businesses in the platform. And yeah, you can see some people that are here, and they helps us during our initial exchange offering. You can see in our website the videos of Ivan on Tech or Michael Nee or Kate Waring and many more, and that's explaining. Actually, there is one video of Kate Waring. I just saw that Vladi, our advisor, Vladi Ninov, is here also. If you know Webcoin, Vladi is here. He made a whole video, like 17 minutes video, explaining about the industry and how the blockchain can disrupt the event industry and can help this industry to work better. And yeah, do you want to? Thank you, guys. Thank you. And of course, I'm sure that there's some questions. Maybe I can ask for some questions. Yeah.
Anyone has a question from the audience?
Yes.
The mic should go.
Yes.
So my question in 2 words: what is the logic of your smart contracts? To be more elaborate, from what I understand, you have created a smart contract that allows someone to take money from some people for some event or a job. And it allows him to use the collected funds for activities related to the job at hand, but does not allow him to cash out or take his money out of the system before the event is done. How does the smart contract decide when the event is done?
Yeah, thank you. It's a really good question. Like when you do event, you know the time of the event. Like this event here, it starts at 7, it will finish like 9:30. And it will be a timestamp that will trigger the smart contract to proceed the payment if there is no dispute. If there is a dispute, the dispute will be through our platform. The payment will be stopped. And then when we see first it will be done by our team, like to see is the problem is real, is this, for example, performer appears on the event, and when we see the situation, we'll decide to trigger it manually. That will be in the beginning. For the future, maybe we'll find a better way to do it. Yeah.
So you are the arbitrator in this field?
Yes. In the beginning, yes.
I have one question. So I understand that you're bringing people to the platform, like performers and businesses. So are they all okay in receiving crypto? Like this is like the big issue, I think, for many people. They prefer euros, like fiat, but crypto, and especially crypto that is different from Bitcoin or Ethereum or the more like top 10 ones, is a bit problematic.
Another really great question, and it will be hard to convince them. that's the first thing, and that will be a kind of that's kind of our mission, to educate more people to understand what crypto is and what are the benefits, and to educate them, like even on the B2C marketplace, when somebody buy a ticket, now he will, like, if we say you can pay only in crypto, that means that 95%, even more, of the people, they will not buy the ticket because they don't know how to buy. They don't know how to go create account in Coinbase, buy, and you know what I mean. But that's why we will put a payment gateway that will provide like normal credit cards gateway to the people to buy with the card, and then they will be like educated on some way that this money are transferred to the crypto token that creates a smart contract, and they're using the escrow functionality, and that's why they're protected more than the usual ticket buying, and that will be like the same with the B2B. That's why we're putting the stable coin, because even if we say how good is to and how great is to use crypto, if you withdraw at the end 20% less than the money that you need to take, I know this is a big problem, and you will just cancel this and you will not use it anymore. That's why we're putting the stable token, and that means that if I send 100K to you as a performer, you will receive 100K when your job is done, and then it will be easier to convince them and to explain them that they are just using the security and the transparency and all the benefits from the blockchain than just a normal payment, and they will know that the money are there, and when their job is done, they will take it because they will see it on the blockchain that they are locked in a escrow functionality of the token, and but for sure this will be, and this is one of the problems that we face when we speak with people. That's why we are building it as a normal platform that includes crypto, and even in the beginning, maybe it will not be necessary to pay with crypto, but it will be there, and we will educate people that if they pay on that way, they will have this and this and this benefits, and it will be cheaper, and it will be faster, and will be easier to work with. Yeah.
Thanks for the presentation. I definitely agree with you that in the event industry there is a coordination problem, where if you don't do it right, there are many people on the value chain that might be fucked up. And the Fair Festival is an example. I have two questions. One is, if you want to induce all these sort of costs cutting along the way, how would you make money? That was the first one. So if you want to answer it, then answer the second.
Yeah, I forgot to say that we have a business model. Yes, and our business model is, because we have a 0% commission in our B2C marketplace when we sell tickets, but we have 2% commission in our B2B marketplace. And every transaction that will go through the platform, through the B2B, 2% of this transaction will go for the platform and for the affiliators, of course. And that's how we make money. Also, we have some ideas about subscription model. Also, once we grow the platform, there will be a lot of advertisement and performance-oriented marketing. Yeah.
And the second one is around, because this thing to exist in a world, like if it does, great, the world becomes better. But getting from the place where it doesn't exist to the place where it exists, a lot of work. So introducing a lot of complex blockchain technology issues, which are thousands, and then a lot of distribution challenges because you have too many players. You have the event providers, sort of the suppliers, the tickets, like too many things. And it's distribution, hard, like a lot of marketing. So I'm asking, why don't you start, that's the question. I see that blockchain at some point will be a good thing, But why don't you start without the blockchain? Like, fuck the whole blockchain thing. And I'll tell you how you do it. Because basically, you now want to introduce the payments with cards. So you don't really do the cutting, because when you pay with card and it's 8% transaction cost on a blockchain, and there are tools like that to work, you need to get the money from somewhere. And the only thing you do is you ask the person to pay with a card, to put some blockchain token in a smart contract, which will then be changed to the guy to receive it. And there is the volatility issue that if it stays for a while, it can go down, up and down in price. You can do something like Mango Pay, where you get the money, you keep it in an escrow account. It's only given out when the person does the job, and it's the same thing. And maybe later you can introduce blockchain. And tomorrow you have it, and you go into distribution challenges. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I totally agree, and that's why we start even without like we have our token, and we already developed our smart contracts about the logic of the ticket sales and some of the logics in the B2B marketplace. But next week or the week after, fingers crossed, it's development. We will start the ticket sales through the B2C marketplace without the blockchain. We are gaining traction now because we have some event organizers that they want to sell tickets, and we are going to do it because now it's easier for us just to put some payment processor like PaySafe and PayPal and some other payment processors, and to start selling tickets. Again, without putting commission for us, but putting commission for the taxes of the credit cards and the normal taxes. And we are starting our first event to sell the tickets for our first event that we work with in November. And we will start without the blockchain because the blockchain is planned for a little later. Like we need to solve a lot of problems before that and to figure out how we'll structure everything. Because every day something's changing, new services are coming out, and we will put it as a payment solution a little later, maybe Q2 next year. But now we are starting gaining traction. Yeah. And as you say, without blockchain, like we are bringing value to our partners. Yeah.
You said zero commission for the end user, basically the person that will go to the event, but it won't be free as well because you have a gas cost or whatever else. How do you figure this out?
It is 0% commission for the event organizer. The event organizer is using our platform to sell his tickets. And usually the companies are taking commissions for this, like 7, 5, 10%, whatever. It will be 0% commission for us from our end, and the users that are buying the tickets, they need to pay the gas. That's the only price that need to be paid on the top of the price of the ticket is the gas, and it will be maybe implemented in the price of the ticket, or it will be like on the checkout when the person is paying. Yes, and it's a very good question. And with the Lock3 blockchain, actually, there is some kind of solution for this kind of marketplaces like ours that I cannot explain in details now. But that's one of the things that we are going to solve. Yeah, yeah. Is there some other questions? Yeah, now we are based on Ethereum. Can you? Are you ready for Ethereum to the low? We are ready to move forward, and yeah, we are ERC20 token, and we will migrate soon. Yeah.
More questions? Yes. So. We all get the point of the stable coin. What's the point of the volatile token besides raising money?
First, we raise some money. Second, actually, we build a really amazing community. Now it's not biggest, not so big like tens of thousands of people, but we have around 2,000 people, a really great community that we grow during our initial exchange offering and during our private sales. And the logic of the volatile token is like to have sometimes is not good to have a volatile token, but sometimes it's good, because they are also happy people when everything is going up. I mean that our logic is in the we want to implement on the ticket sales and on the customer part to use this token and to bring a real value to this token. And
Why not just use a stable coin? It works with smart contracts. You don't need a volatile token.
yes, but that's how we decided like a year and a half ago. And now it's every day something changing. And maybe if we start the project now, we will, and we know what will happen in next half a year, maybe we'll make some other decisions. But these are the decisions that we made on the time when we made the decisions. Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Vali.
Yes, thank you very much, Stoyan. I guess we can continue the Q&A in formal setting around. Unfortunately, there are no more like beers, but I think there's some red wine left. So thank you all for coming, and see you next time. And next time actually is the last meetup for the year, because we don't do one in December, since the last Wednesday of the month is, I guess, Christmas or something like this. So yeah, next meetup, last one. Thank you for coming, and see you next time. Bye-bye.